viral stuff.
It's down.
Here, we're gonna go to freaking. You gotta go to create new document. You gotta go to vouchers. And it should pop up. Make sure that this is the right one. Create voucher. Alright. So when you go to your create voucher, all you gotta do is go to freaking expenses. This is where you're gonna upload all your receipts. Hotel, car rental, freaking your orders, your CNA letter, if you have one.
What about the laundry?
Huh?
Signature page.
You don't get laundry no more.
No more?
You get laundry before?
Yeah,
You can have laundry.
Personal.
It depends.
Before,
Isn't
they
laundry
gave us
part of the
fucking,
incidentals?
Before it was $7 a week for laundry.
Laundry is now part of your
You can
incidental,
try, you know,
incidental.
if it's AO.
Meals and incidental expenses, right?
Huh?
Laundry is part of the incidental part of your M
Yeah, but they-
and IE,
They don't give you that laundry.
but that
What you
was
can
part
claim
of
on
your
here
per diem.
is, for one, you have a toll. If you're working, going back and forth and, you know, going from from your hotel to the actual permanent station, it has an actual toll fee, you can claim that in here as well. So,
Toll free.
toll fee.
That's faulty.
Right. So the two things that you wanna include in here first is your mileage. Right, your gas mileage, if you're driving your own private vehicle, like your wife or your significant other is driving their vehicle and taking you to the airport, you wanna put that on here for mileage. So when you go to add, you gotta go to mileage expenses right here. And then you gotta click this right here, private auto to and from terminal. But you're gonna have to go to freaking Google Maps to see how many miles it takes from your house to the airport. So that way, you know, you can put down the mileage on here. Now for me, I did mine already, which is right here. It's about 17 miles from my house to the airport, to Sac Airport, right? So, when they did the calculation on the calculator, it's only $11.39. Right, and that's only one way. Now, when you come back and you decide to use fucking Lyft or Uber, then you're only gonna have one of this on it. Right, but if you're driving your own private vehicle again, then you're gonna add another one. You're gonna add two of them. Right, one for the start date and then one for the last leg date. That's why on here, it has that date on the top you can choose it from.
And always put a note on it. If you want.
And then, on here, I always put notes, right? So, this one's my departure date on September 8th, I put notes here. Traveling from Sac Airport to home of record. So the private to and from for the mileage, it doesn't require you to have a fucking a receipt. Lodging. If you already have the lodging on here, all you're doing is just making sure that you receive the whole entire full per diem. The only, so you're gonna go to, let me go back. So you're gonna go right here, where it says lodging, the three dot, click on it, go to edit per diem. And usually, the first day and the last day, they always have that separate. Because they're not gonna give you the whole entire meal allowance for the first day and the last day, it's only gonna be partial. Right, and that's why they're only gonna give me $44 on the first day and the last day. Instead of the whole entire $59. So here, change this. If your hotel cost is different from 107, that's when you're gonna go to edit on every single one of them, and you're gonna change the actual price down here where it says lodging costs on the bottom. Like, you know, like some hotels, it's only $96 or cheaper, even though our per diem says that we're obligated to receive up to max at 107. If that hotel only costs $96 a day, that's where you're gonna change it, $96 instead of 107. And then up here where it says adjustment date range, you gotta select the date, right? Then you're gonna save adjustment it. It will change everything that's pertaining to the certain date that you put up here. Once your per diem is good, go to continue. Go back to expense. You're gonna have to upload your actual lodging or your actual lodging receipt. Make sure that when you check out, it has a zero balance at the end. Cause if it doesn't have a zero balance at the end, they will not accept it. Right, your NOS, your NRC, they're gonna red flag it and they're gonna ask you to fucking contact their fucking front desk to make sure that they fucking give you a zero balance receipt. If it doesn't show the zero balance receipt on there, it means that you fucking still owe money for that day, for the hotel. And that's why every time we go on any type of operation, when you check out, always gotta verify that it has a zero balance at the end. Now, just like for you guys have fucking roommates, right? So, pertaining to how the command had the agreement with the actual hotel, technically, it's half, like they're supposed to charge half and half. Right, like, if Moran was rooming with, Flores, for instance, instead of charging her the whole entire $107 for that specific day, they're gonna split it in half, right? It'll be fucking 53.5. And then they'll charge her 53.5 per day. So that way, they don't overpay for that actual room, if that makes sense. All on the same page?
Question, what about the lodging tax?
So for the lodging tax, specifically, we're supposed to fill out that tax free for the lodging tax, but sometimes the hotel don't allow it, or they don't have the piece of paper. So if that comes the case, at the end, you're gonna go to add. And then you're gonna go to fucking
Others? Hotel expense?
lodging expenses, and then you're gonna go to lodging taxes. And that's where you're gonna put on that tax. If they have that fucking lodging tax, right? A lot of the hotels, like in California, they have fucking resort fees.
Tourism.
Tourism, California tourism fees, right? If that's the case, you're gonna have to go to fucking, right here where it says lodging resort fees. And then you're gonna have to fucking add a note on there as well saying, California tourism fee. And then when you put the California tourism fee on there, tell them specifically how much it costs per day and the total amount of days that you're staying equal to how much, right? So it's like you're trying to be dummy proof. So that way they don't have to fucking go back and look every single time. And that's what I usually do. I put, you know, it costs $8.13 per day for California tourism fee. I put California tourism fee daily expense, $8.14.
Multiply by days.
Yep, and now I put it times 14 days of stay equal the total amount.
Yeah, this last time we went to Fort Animi for,
Yeah, you get
for
the
the
red
EXW.
flag, right?
Yeah, I got red flag because I forgot to ask for the tax exempt when I checked in the hotel. So I had to call back to the hotel
Yeah.
and say, hey, I need a refund directly back to my GTCC. And they sent me the form, I filled it out, sent it back to them, and it took a couple of days for them to pay it back. Kind of,
But,
but
you
it'll
know,
be done.
some hotels doesn't have that form, like they would expect us to print it out, but majority of the time, we just fucking say fuck it. So we end up getting that tax anyway, because it's less. Majority of the time, that hospital will not fucking red flag it.
Yeah, that's the first time I've ever heard that happened. Yeah, I've ever fucked for it.
So, if we have California tourism fee, and then, parking, right? A lot of time we have parking as well, just like the last time in, freaking,
Oh, yeah.
down in,
Long Beach.
Long Beach, at Hotel Maya, they charge $35 a day for parking. So, if you have parking fees,
Yeah. That's expensive.
$35 a day.
Yeah, it was like $40 a day. when
They
I
have
was
a
at-
security guard that runs around or something? A gate? It's gated?
Like for me, like, I got charged
Parking garage?
$40 a day for parking when I went to, St. Diego. And I was like in a hotel in the downtown area, that's like super popular, like that,
Yeah.
so I didn't kind of want. You know, use it as a parking space. So that's what I'm trying to.
They got a gate guard or something?
It's just a really popular piece.
That's what they're doing.
so on here, it doesn't have a freaking drop box, so what I did was I go to fucking others. And now I'm gonna create, which is right here. And then we're just gonna put freaking, when you create your own expense name, just put, hotel parking expense. Daily hotel parking expense.
Also behind the
And then for the date, you're just gonna choose from the first day that you arrive there. The first day that you arrive at the freaking hotel, that, you know, the first day that you got charged with the, parking expense. Right. And then down here, for the actual expense amount, you're gonna times it by how many days that we stayed. Like, if I got charged $35 a day for parking, times by 14, or 13 days, right? And that will be the total amount. And then add a note. Add a note. So after you put the money value, you're gonna add it, and then just like, you know, we do with all these ones, on the note, just put freaking hotel, parking fee starting from 9/8 through 9/17 for a total of blah, 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 right? You always wanna make sure you have notes and everything, so that way they don't fucking red flag it and kick it back. So what you're trying to do is be dummy proof. That's all it is. DTS is just making sure that it is dummy proof. And then, when you add your parking parking expenses, your fucking lodging expenses, California tourism fee, make sure you upload your freaking hotel receipt on there. Even though, you know, the receipt's gonna be the same, but they still need that attachment on there to be verified. Alright, for those that have rental car, make sure that you upload your rental receipts on there as well, your rental car receipts. And make sure that it shows zero balance as well. Alright, and make sure that the amount matches with exactly with the actual receipt that they charge you. If it doesn't match, you're gonna have to go in and you're gonna edit it, right? So if it doesn't match with mine, almost $1,580, and it has something a little higher, I'm gonna change it to match with my, with what my receipt says. Right here, every time you wanna freaking add attachment, click on this plus sign, and then, select the file that you wanna attach it to. Like I was telling you guys earlier, on mine, I add the departure for mileage. From the day that, my wife took me to the airport, I added on here. That's why private auto to and from terminal, this is from August 19th. Then you wanna upload your receipt for your flight itinerary, for your flight, right? So, before you guys, 3 days before to you guys' flight time, SATO usually send an official military, official flight receipt to you, to your private email, or through e-ticket. So on there, make sure it says official receipt. Right, on the top middle section of your flight that SATO sent you through e-ticket, it should say, this is an official receipt for travel reimbursement.
CTO submitted.
Yeah, CTO, for CTO submission, right? Make sure it says official receipt on there. Cause if it's not official receipt and you attach the one that you received when you first created the fucking orders through DTS, they're not gonna accept it. It has to say official receipt on there. And then for here, this place requires a lodging CNA number. Have every single one of you received the lodging CNA number yet? Every single one of you should have received the lodging CNA number for this operation, right? Yes, no?
Yep.
Cause I wanna make sure you guys receive it before fucking you guys go home. If not, I'm gonna send it to you like today. So everyone received it?
Except for me, I didn't.
Huh?
Double check.
I forgot it.
Just put it in the single.
Chief sent him out.
I know Chief did send it to majority of us, but if you don't have it, this is the best time to let me know, so that way I can make sure you guys receive it. Yep. That's it right there.
You got your name in Johnson, Greg, Garrett, Dia, Chavez, Leonard, Fair, Moran, Dia. Here we go.
That's a good question.
Leah. Who's Leah?
All good?
Lai.
Cool.
Consuelo, Lopez, Azevedo.
So make sure we uploaded that CNA number on there.
She was in me.
So when you upload the CNA number, you gotta go to add.
14. No?
Can we go to
You
add?
get it?
Go all the way down.
Yeah.
Go to documents. And then you're gonna click on other. And you're gonna name it CNA, lodging CNA number, right? Cool? You have to upload your CNA?
A lot of time, when I did that before, I only need to go to the
Right.
note when, at the end, when you hit submit.
Yeah.
You need, you can put the CNA number in the command or on a note. and
You could do that too, but it's pertaining to your NOS. Every NOS is different, like for NOS Alameda, depending on the individual that check it, like for King, he's very picky.
Yes.
So if you don't upload that CNA number on that expenses, when he can't physically see it, he's gonna kick it back. So it all depends on the NRC's individual and how nitpicky they are. There's that. And then the travel orders, make sure you upload your annual orders on your DTS as well. And that also includes your final page, your final endorsement page. You will not get your final endorsement page until the last day, I would say 2 days after you guys arrive home. The reason why I say that is because somebody from headquarters gotta check you out. Like, cause everything is done through electronic now. Like, anytime you're on AT orders or ADTT orders, they check everyone out through electronic. The only exception is IDTT. If you're on IDTT orders, it will not check you out. On a daily basis, somebody's gonna have to go into EDM and muster you guys. That's the only difference. So if you're on the IDTT orders, you get mustered daily. That's how you're gonna get paid. If you're on AT orders or ADT orders, everything is done through electronically at the last day where you guys fucking depart to go home. And then a day afterward, headquarters, 101 Kulik, she will come inside and freaking, check every single one of us out.
But still, you need to spend the last page of your
Yeah,
order.
we're gonna show you guys how to get it after this as well. That's gonna be an instance. So make sure you guys attach your orders on here. Attach the orders, and then you're gonna do a different attachment. So there's two ways to do this. The NOS will accept you uploading your orders and then uploading your final endorsement page as two different attachments, right? Or you can put it all under one attachment with the travel orders. They will accept it. But just as long as, for me, I like to attach it with my travel orders because I don't wanna have too many shit on there. So I want it to be together because those two, they mesh with one another, right? They conflict with one another. So part of your orders has the final endorsement page on there anyway, and I wanted to keep it together so that way they don't have to fucking close it and look, everything's on there for the travel orders. So just upload your travel orders and then upload your final endorsement page with it as well. So you're gonna have two different attachments on it instead of showing one.
But if you have modified orders, you need to upload your originals and your mod orders.
So Else Paul is correct. So for those that have modified orders, it'll be a little different because you're gonna have to include your original orders, then you're gonna include your modified orders, then you're gonna include your final endorsement page. So you're gonna have three different attachments. That's only if you have mod orders. So anytime you go on mod orders, you still need the original. And let's say for lodging, I'm gonna then go ahead and continue. Okay. Confirm, continue. This is just a breakdown of how much it costs for this whole entire duration, right? So it's saying this whole entire trip is $5,567 in total. That's pertaining to your per diem. It has a breakdown of everything, right? So it has a breakdown of your flight ticket right here. Then it has a breakdown of your lodging, your per diem that you'll be receiving in your bank account. So everyone should be receiving $1,209.50 for per diem. And then right here, your mileage. This is the mileage that you claim for, you know, when your significant others took you to the airport and your significant others took you, pick you up from the airport to go back home. That's what this is right here for mileage. This is the breakdown of the price for your car rental. And then for me, I have a gas receipt. I'm gonna upload that on here as well. Yeah, I didn't show you guys how to upload the gas receipt. That's a, yeah. So for gas receipt, you're gonna go to add. And you're gonna go to mileage expenses. So you're gonna go to transportation. This is how you're gonna upload your gas receipt for your car rental. So you're gonna go to transportation. You're gonna go to transportation, go all the way down where it says rental car fuel. That's where you're gonna click. Change the date. So you look at the receipt of your gas receipt. That's what you're gonna put on there. So for me, I have two different receipts, right? Well, let's say one for 820 and then another one for 827. So if I'm planning to claim for the 820 one, I'm gonna change this date to 820 because that's the day that that car got charged for the gas. Because your GTCC will have this on there. Both information will will match with one another. So make sure you guys put the correct date pertaining to the day that you guys decided to fill up that vehicle, right here for expense date, the amount, and then freaking put that attachment on there. Attach the freaking receipt, right here. So yeah, I like to use cam scanner because the military, majority of the website only takes PDF. Right? Or Adobe. That's the only tool that will allow you to upload all these documents through DTS. Like they will not accept no fucking JPEG or TGIF, right? It has to be PDF.
Not more than 2 megabytes.
Huh?
Not more than 2 MB.
Yes. What? If you have more than fucking 2 megabytes pertaining to documents, it means that you fucking,
Resize it.
man, it means that you fucking have a lot of clarity to the motherfucker. Like seriously. But I like to use cam scanner because cam scanner, when you take a picture with your phone, it automatically converts it to PDF. And I just send it to my email. That's how I do it. Instead of scanning, you know, on an actual scanner. Alright, so that's how to add a car rental receipt, okay? Alright, so at this last page, a lot of times we do, what's called freaking group lodging. So on here, this right here is the same thing we do with lodging, right? So go all the way down where it says lodging not used. Add the reason code. I really did. So add the lodging code to L12 for proof lodging required, right? On there, put notes on the justification for approving officials, so that way he knows. I put unit booked hotel at Holiday Inn Express in Suite Jacksonville Town Center at address, blah, blah, blah. Hotel, I also put my hotel confirmation number that Chief Diaz sent to every single one of us with my CNA, my CNA number. And then once you're done re-verifying everything, making sure that all these, everything that got red flagged, put a note in every single one of them. It's like for mine, they put non-compact car authorized, and they red flagged it. I put a comment, authorized minivan to help transport settlers from airport to hotel and mission areas. Right. It doesn't have to be very broad and fucking thorough. Make it simple as possible with all the required info, because the more you put on there, the more time you get, right? Because remember, they're looking at fucking 100+ fucking heads on a daily basis that has to do with travel claims. They're gonna get tired. They don't wanna read a fucking 1-paragraph essay. And then after you finish putting all your notes and everything and give the justification reasoning, click continue, and then you're gonna go to sign and submit. Right, because after you finish that, it's gonna bring you to the last page. And then you're gonna click this checkbox right here where it says, I agree to sign this document. So once you click that little box that says, I agree to sign this document, it's telling them that everything that you're filing is true to the best of your knowledge, and you're not trying to rip the military off, right? You're not adding any other funding on there that's not supposed to be. So once you agree to it, it's just like a signed contract. So once you check this box, go all the way to the bottom, submit completed document. And once you click that submit completed document, I think it's gonna bring you to another page. It's gonna says orders has successfully been submitted. Right, that's when you know that you successfully submitted your fucking documents to DTS. Now, after you do all this and you submit your DTS documents, give them 3 weeks. Give them 3 weeks, the not 3 weeks to fucking to relook your document and process it through, right? Sometime though, I would say every single week, go to your email and check to see if they got kicked back. And the reason why I keep on telling everyone, like telling them to check their fucking emails is because a lot of times if they find something wrong with your orders where you're missing a certain receipt or you didn't upload a certain file that they need, they're not gonna fucking call you. Telling you that like they kick your orders back because of certain reasons, right? Instead, they're gonna send it to your direct civilian email. Whatever email you decided to put through fucking through En-ROADS, DTS is gonna send that red flag telling you that, yeah, your orders got kicked back for this reason, right? It's gonna be submitted through that email that you put on En-ROADS. Because En-ROADS and DTS, they talk to one another. That's the reason why you gotta update your GTCC info as soon as you receive a new card through En-ROADS in order for DTS to pay off to the correct government card. You feel me?
Oh, yeah.
So any questions? Any questions? No? Yes, sir.
My CNA I got it from the NGIS, so that's good?
Yes. On NGIS, every single one of you should have received a CNA number from NGIS. It's because Chief Diaz and myself literally called NGIS and asked them to fucking give every single one a CNA number. Yes, that's the reason why you guys got those CNA numbers sent directly to your email.
And they give me CNA.
It got sent directly to your email. That's the CNA number you have to upload into DTS.
To put the horn email on, take a screenshot, put it on, it's just the number.